بینندگان عزیز، مجددا خدمت همه شما سلام عرض می‌کنم. در حاشیه کنفرانسی به مناسبت سالگرد انقلاب ضد سلطنتی و چشم‌اندازهای تغییر در ایران در خدمتتون هستیم. در این قسمت از برنامه‌مون گفتگویی داریم با آقای ریچاردسون. آقای ریچاردسون، ضمن تشکر از شما برای شرکتتون در این گفتگو می‌خواستم ازتون سوال کنم در حال حاضر وضعیت رژیم آخوندی رو چطور می‌بینید و اون رو چه تهدیدی برای منطقه و جهان ارزیابی می‌کنید؟
Well, I'm very concerned because I do believe the Iranian regime poses a threat not just to the region and the Middle East, but to American interests, and I'm an American. My concern is that they are providing aid and support and arms in Syria. They're helping Hezbollah. They're involved with Al-Qaeda, and they're very disruptive of interest for peace-loving people in the Middle East. What I think they're doing is getting more and more repressive because they have economic problems at home. Over 40 million Iranians live in poverty. The sanctions, I believe, are working. And so I believe the regime is in trouble.
شما فکر میکنید که متناظر چنین تهدیدی که تصویر کردید، آیا موضع‌گیری هایی که باید از طرف جامعه جهانی و مشخصاً آمریکا در قبال این رژیم اتخاذ شده و چه باید بکنند؟
The sanctions the administration has put together are comprehensive. They involve energy sanctions, banking sanctions, bilateral sanctions, but what's most important is the European Union and many other countries have joined in the enactment of these sanctions. And I believe the Iranian regime is feeling them.
آقای ریچاردسون، ما هر روز شاهد افزایش فعالیت‌های رژیم برای گسترش بنیادگرایی هستیم در کشورهای منطقه، در آمریکای لاتین و حتی در کشورهای اروپایی. فکر می‌کنید برای مقابله با این مشکل و این بحران چه باید کرد؟
Well, I know they're involved in Latin America. Ahmadinejad made a trip to Latin America. He went to Cuba, he went to Nicaragua, to Ecuador, to Venezuela. We should be concerned, but they are having so many problems at home. They are a threat because we cannot allow Iran to build a nuclear weapon. The United States won't stand for that, and that is critically important. But I don't think they're a major power because of their economic problems. Especially in Latin America. They made a trip there, but I am confident that because of the internal problems the regime is having, because of the sanctions, because of the strength of the resistance movement, the MEK, that the days of the Iranian regime are not going to be very long.
ولی میدونید سیاست این رژیم در این 30 سال این بوده که همیشه اتفاقاً بحران‌های داخلی خودشو که به درستی اشاره کردین با صدور بحران به خارج و در فعالیتاش در کشورهای دیگه در واقع باعث میشه که متوازن کنه صحنه رو.
Well, it's very negative, and this is why the Iranian regime, we need to support alternatives there, because they do support Hezbollah, they support Al-Qaeda, they support the dictatorial regime in Syria, and they're a negative force because they spread negativism, authoritarianism, they're anti-capitalist, so it's important that they be stopped. And the way you do that is through an international coalition, but also supporting the alternatives, the resistance movement in Iraq, and that is the MEK, and that is providing support and providing hopefully political support to the alternative movements in Iran that are growing every day.
آقای ریچاردسون، شما خودتون در جریان کارزار سنگینی که درباره خروج از لیست بود در واقع از حامیان مجاهدین در این کارزار بودید. میخواستم ازتون سوال کنم که چگونه بود این کارزار از نظر شما و آیا از ابتدا چنین چشمانداز موفقیت آمیزی برای اون میدیدید؟
Well, delisting the MEK was very difficult, but it happened. And it happened because of strong internal support within the Madam Rajavi and her supporters, because there's a resistance movement that is very active and strong. And lastly, because there was little evidence that the MEK was a terrorist organization. So the designation, I don't believe, was merited. That was a very important goal, to make that happen, delist it. This will be easier for the MEK to become a viable alternative opposition movement.
و فکر می‌کنید که بعد از این مرحله چه گام‌هایی در پیش هست برای به رسمیت شناختن این مقاومت و حمایت از این مقاومت برای تغییر در ایران؟
Well, the first step has to be the humanitarian situation, to make sure that the human rights are respected of the residents of Camp Liberty at Camp Ashraf. I believe loosening some of the restrictions that have been put on the MEK because they were listed as a terrorist group. Freedom of travel, freedom of association, more contact between the American government and the MEK, more contact with the American Congress, more conferences like we're having now. Becoming stronger, and that's good because I believe they're the legitimate resistance movement in Iran.
آقای ریچاردسون، در مورد وضعیت ساکنان کمپ لیبرتی، همچنان که میدونید 1 سال از انتقال اونها گذشته و عملاً طرح TTL موفقیتی نداشته و در شرایط خیلی بدی هم به سر میبرن. ساکنان معتقدند که بهتر اونهایی که باشون مصاحبه کرده کمیساریا برگردن به اشرف و در اونجا مستقر بشن تا وقتی که چشمانداز روشن بشه. نظرتون چیه؟
Well, respect the human rights of the people that have been shifted from Ashraf. And if they feel their human rights are violated, and if they feel that they are more comfortable at Ashraf, I would be supportive of them going back to Ashraf.